This is the 31st lecture of the Semantic SEO course, and in this lecture, we will talk about this specific area, how these contextual vectors are ordered, or what is the specific pattern or structure that they follow, and how these are aligned to these queries. The first column we choose have heavier weight in our contextual vector, and the second one for taking the context terms to classify with that specific source, and the third one we use for internal links. One important thing here is to balance uniqueness. If you are a source that are too different from others, that means you are writing in a very different way, you don't have consensus, or you don't aligned with the existing authorities, it might be really hard for you to start ranking on that point, because search engine did not have the perception effect, but they just have the consensus from the alternative authorities or the existing authorities. That means this section is also for taking the initial approval from the search engine. Once you have authority, once you are in a topical authority state, then you can determine what effect is for a search engine. Then you can go and be unique as much as you want. So this is for ranking and for also consensus, and this is also for being classified together, and this is for mostly internal links. If you use in your title the numeric value at the beginning, you increase your ranking, and also it helps you to increase the CTR as well. Here you can see the most important phrase sequence and the central search intent directly here, and this is the important attribute for our central entity. Now we go more specify. For example, if you talk about the benefits of drinking water, the context can be anything. It's a physical performance or something else. But our main focus here is the health. We use the word physical, means physical health, psychological health, and the nutritional health. You need to combine all the words that you put to create the small different contextual vector. Then you can distribute them. Basically, in simpler words, you write here that specific phrases or that specific words that reflect your macro context, and you can distribute in all your article. For example, here we have physical, psychological, and nutritional. We have three different health benefits. Now we have distribute in that specific area. We have physical, the brain function is related to the psychological, and oxygen cell is relevant to the psychological. Also energy basically is relevant to the physical health benefits. That's how we distribute in our macro context. Now in a macro context, if you see the only first section or all first word, these all are the predicates, and mainly they are all positive predicates. Like for example, improve, increase, improve, treats, helps, prevents, carries, improves, regulates, provides, protects, flushes. This word is a little bit natural. Improves, helps, again we have improve, protects, like that. My suggestion to you is that you need to understand the context of predicates as much as possible. Now in that specific case, if you go for harms of drinking water or harms of too much drinking water, instead of using increase, improves, or that specific type of positive predicates, you use words like decrease, cause, breaks, creates, and this type of opposite words that are in the sense of negative. When you look at here, at the second part, you will mostly see the actual nouns like physical performance, which is again connected to the brain function, energy, that is connected to the physical performance, brain function, constipation, kidney stone, and here weight loss. Here one thing, basically we tell that it decreases the weight loss, but decreases, the word is basically the negative predicate, so we use here it helps for weight loss. That makes a positive sense. Next is hangovers, dehydration, oxygen to cell, digestion, body temperature, electrolyte, organ tissue, bacteria from bladder, immune system, and depression, productivity, muscle growth, joints. Now, the next step is basically you are distributing the concepts or unnamed entities in that area to our context entries. So, with that specific distribution, we are stay in the same context, which is the health benefit of drinking water. That means we are actually creating the small word combination with the proximity. At the next step, we will be actually creating the kinds of order, first predicate and then nouns. And nouns are also ordered with a proper structure. It's not a coincidence that we put physical to the first place and directly we use the word physical one more time. And it will be explained in the next lecture. Thank you.